welcome. Another superb little tutorial prepared for you here. Today we're going to create a multiplayer game using split screens. Does it get any more exciting than that? I didn't think so. Okay, so you should have already had a fully functional working game if you've been following along with the little tutorials. But I'll just show you basically what I've done here is I've got Sprite Player and I've also now got Sprite Player 2. Object Player 2. Okay, and if we quickly just play the game, basically I've just set up a ADW for the controls of my red player and the arrow keys for the original blue player. Okay, so it's just like having a twin. Hey? Oh, hang on, but you just got to be careful. It's not as easy as it looks playing two games at once, let me tell you. Okay, so let's just see if we can get them both up there. Okay, very good. So we've got two players in our room. Okay, and so what we're going to do in a moment though is that we're still using our camera view. Okay, and in a moment what we're going to have is we're going to have like one player here. Okay, and then we'll actually be able to see another player in another camera view next door. Hey, how exciting does that sound? Well, it's going to get exciting, let me tell you. All right, so what we need to do is, firstly, let's open up our level 1, okay, our rooms property, okay. Now, in here, we need to go to the Views tab, okay, and so this should all be pretty well set up, okay. So, View 0, we've enabled the use of views. Visible when the room starts. We've set our parameters here. We've set our parameters down here, and we're saying follow object player. Okay. Now, so that's camera 0. What we're going to do now is we're going to set up view 1 for our player 2. Okay. So it's pretty much the same as what we did before. So we're going to go 300 by 300. Now the only part that changes is this port on screen. Okay, so instead of going 0, what we're going to do is we're going to go 301, and that should put our view it should start at 1 pixel to the right of view 0, which by default is set to 0, so we'll go from 0 to 300, and then view 1 will go from 300, and we're going to set that to 300, so then that would go to obviously 600. Okay, does that make sense? Excellent, I thought I heard you say yes then, so that's good if it does. If it doesn't, stick your hand up, I'll come give you a hand. All right, but this time what we're going to do is the object that this one's going to be following is object player 2. Okay, so there's another important little difference. Okay, we want the camera to follow object player 2 in this one, and let's change that horizontal border to 300 and the vertical border to 300. That'll keep him in the center nicely. Okay, so that's looking good. That's looking good. Very important. Okay. Visible when room starts. Need to make sure that's checked, otherwise we're just going to get a black screen. The black screen of Game Maker death. You don't want to go there. Okay, so let's just scroll down. Now, can I, let's just see if I can just move this bad boy over to here. Let's just delete those couple of enemies. We don't need those. But let's just set this, so we've got player 1 here, player 2 there. Now, hopefully when we play the game, we should get 2 screens come up side by side, and those players should be in the center. Okay. However, I'm only human, I do make mistakes. but hopefully we haven't. Let's see how we go. Have a look at that, would you? That is sensational. That is just magic. Look at that. That's a message on my phone, but that is looking sensational. We can even see that we can actually still get both of them up onto the same screen. But the cool thing is, you know, we've got a two-player game, so just use your imagination there. The possibilities are endless, let me tell you. You could do some pretty exciting two-player game sort of setups there. Now, if you're one to think deep, okay, I'm just going to pose you a quick question. How many player game do you reckon it's possible of having? Eh? Yeah, good question. That's what I thought you said. Okay. If anyone gets up to this tutorial and can show me how many viewports you can have, I'll be very interested to see. Okay, hopefully you've got that working. Just make sure that if you're playing this type of game, though, that you enable the views and the cameras in every level that you have. Okay, because otherwise you'll swap and change, and it might cause you a few issues. Okay, good luck, champ. Well done, and we'll see you next time.